Hello everybody. We are out here today. It's going to be smoking hot today. It ain't quite there yet. And if the hurricaned up trees lets us, I'm going to take you where the world record of bass was caught. A place called Montgomery Lake. A lot of people, it's actually on public land. A lot of people don't know. I mean, that's a world record bass, 22 pounds and something. That's a pretty big deal. But a lot of people don't realize it, but when, you know, probably people who don't live in the South and all, and they hear Montgomery Lake, they're thinking, you know, like a big lake that's 2 miles across and maybe 100,000 acres or something like that. No, it's an oxbow. It's a slough off the river. And probably a place where at some point the river used to run, and then through erosion it changed course and running around something. And so I expect when we get down here to it, it's a pretty good walk. You can't drive down there. I expect when we get to it, I'll be able to throw this broke back plug I got here all the way across it. And I don't know if we're going to catch a fish or not, but what I wanted to do is, you know, I have some people that watch my channel. Boy, that storm did a number on some of this. I'm surprised that we're getting around. Somebody's chopped us through here. But you know, I wanted you to see Montgomery Lake. It's kind of interesting. Nobody ever shows that. They say the world record bass caught by George Perry, Montgomery Lake. And in your mind, it leaves you a fella sitting on a bass boat, a big old lake with depth finders and 9 tackle boxes. When in reality, it was he was fishing in I think a wood boat they had built. And him and his partner, they had one reeling rod and one plug. And I don't mean one each. They had one between the two of them. And you all, I won't bore y'all with all that. But anyway, I wanted to show y'all where this fish was caught. Now where at in this place, I don't know. And that was I don't know, nearly 90 years ago probably. So I'm sure that the run of this place has changed a lot as well. But it's still, the bank is so high that the deep part of the lake is still gonna be pretty much where it's at now. So let's go on down there and have a look. If we can get there. Looks like we're gonna have to do a whole lot of monkey climbing to get in there. All right, folks, through much climbing and tripping and falling, we have made it. Montgomery Lake. It's kind of a long lake. Like I said, right now the river's really low. And so there ain't no water in this lake hardly. But this fish rolled right over there. So it has a deep, it's kind of deep in the channel of it. I think the water is much deeper right down there. We're gonna head down on that end. That's closer to the river. That's where the water ran out of this place. The water, if this thing was running, the water would be running from right to left. And I've been in the boat down the middle of this thing up about half of them treetops there before. Look at that big old knot on the side of that tree there. That's wild. Oh, one rolled on it there. Y'all see that? Probably a big old mud fish. At this minute, I'm thankful for being standing right here. God has given me help. I had to come a pretty good ways and climb over some monkey bars, it seemed like, to get here. And getting to cast a plug where the world record bass was caught. I don't live far from here. Let's tie us on a smaller deal and see if we can hook one of these jokers we missing. I'm not a bass fisherman, so I can't cast like in a bucket or nothing. I just throw it in a general direction of something. Most all my fishing's done on the bottom or either with a cork. Have to kind of retrieve it pretty quick because so many snags on the bottom and it's shallow right here. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh man, fishing where the world record bass is at, and we have caught a world record brim. I think as we go farther down towards the river where the water's deeper and clearer, we'll maybe snag us one. A good one. I'd like to catch one big enough to eat. I really want to catch a big jackfish. Do a catch, clean, and cook on a jackfish. That's some of the best eating they are, and people don't eat them because they're bony. I got to keep in mind, I did hear some baby alligators a while ago grunting, and we don't want to walk up in a mess. I'll fish with this little, I caught that little brim on this thing. Let's try it. At least y'all can say y'all saw a fella fish in Montgomery Lake where the world record bass was caught and he actually caught a fish. You ain't got to tell him that part about he weighed like, I don't know, a fish that size you'd probably weigh in grains like you do a bullet or something instead of ounces. He might have been 40 grains. Hey, it's fun though. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all right now I'm out of breath. It took some doings to get to this sign. I hope you fellas like and share this video and subscribe to the channel, because this is what I'm going through to get it for you. Hey, it's thick in here. This is the widest part of this lake right now. That's going end to end right here, what you see, and this is a cross right here. And if it was flooded, you know, water would be way out yonder. I've rode the boat in this thing here and actually drove by that sign I showed y'all a while ago. Boys, I'm gonna tell y'all something, it's hot weather. I went up there and sat on a log a few minutes, get cooled off. And it's tumbling through all that crap. You get overheated walking through blowdowns and crap like that. Going out, I'll have to take my time. We ain't gonna stay here much longer. I wanted to share this lake with y'all. So many people have misconceptions about what this looks like, and this is the big part of the lake, probably the deeper part of the lake right here that you're looking at. Tell y'all a really cool story here. Two of them real quick. I was fishing in here, it was flooded then, and me and Brother John was riding down the run of this, and all these blowdowns wasn't here. It was pretty clean woods. I mean, they were thick, but they wasn't laying everywhere. We were coming down here, and I had built a longbow. Probably my third or fourth longbow I'd built. And we were riding practically in the treetops in the boat. We were hunting islands. And my bow snagged out of the boat and went in the water. And there's current, pretty good current coming through here. We lost it, we couldn't find it. And I was sad. Because I didn't have no money back then, and I had another bow, but it was a big deal to me. So we went out to the main river. We're going down the main river there, and John's consoling me about my lost bow, and he looks over there and saw it floating down the middle of the river, about 6 inches of it up, floating like that, going down the river, and got it. Then another cool story is we were camping, a group of us traditional bow hunters, we were camping over here in October. And I know my buddy Alan Oliver, I'm quite sure he remembers this. I think he was here then. But some fella comes wheeling up in there in a Cadillac with bright yellow shorts on and flip-flops, and he said he's going down to Florida, fish with his buddies down there. And I don't know where he said he was from. And he was going to stop by Montgomery Lake and catch a bass out of Montgomery Lake and go down there so he could brag about that. And we got him straight on what he was getting into, and he struck out down here with flip-flops or sandals on. While I come in from hunting, he done went home. I'm quite sure he figured out this ain't the flip-flop kind of place. He probably got ate up with red bugs and mosquitoes. Hey, if he watched this video, he wouldn't do that. He'd know what it is. It's beautiful is what it is. Beautiful place. We're gonna cast a few more. Oh, that breeze feels good. We're gonna cast a few more times to get up out of here. I want to go down to a big creek, and I know I can catch a bass, or probably can catch a bass out of there. And that'll be another video if I make it. I might be too hot and have to go stick my head in the cooler and go home. Hey guys, we back at the house. I just realized that I didn't do an end to my Montgomery Lake video. I wanted everybody to see Montgomery Lake. It's a beautiful place, and 22-pound bass came out of there. But people, when you talk about that lake, they all thinking it's like a big old 1,000-acre lake or something, and it's not. It's just an oxbow, but it is beautiful. It's mighty pretty. And probably had we stayed there and figured out the right thing to throw, I did get a few bites, but caught the one little brim. So I caught a fish out of Montgomery Lake where the world record bass came from. And I'm trying to think, I don't think I've ever fished in it. I've just come up in it in the boat hunting, and I've hunted all around it there throughout the years, you know. And so there you have it. I didn't want to close my video without telling y'all to keep the good Lord first. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.